Good day! Today our group will be presenting the different examples on the fallacies of logic.
So what is fallacies? Fallacies are errors in reasoning. When we accept a position or persuade others to accept our claim based on weak line of reasoning, a fallacy is then committed. By studying the fallacies that we know how to distinguish correct from incorrect reasoning, enable ourselves to think critically, open ourselves to the truth, and free ourselves from the manipulation of those skilled in the art of rhetoric.
The fallacy of relevance. Argumentum ad hominem, argument against man. Example, Senator A claims that the traditional beliefs or ritual of IPs should be supported by the Catholic law, but we all know that Senator A is not a canon lawyer. Therefore, the traditional belief or ritual of IPs should not be supported by the Catholic law. Abusive ad hominem. Example, the researcher interviewed the prostitute without the privacy of herself. I don't know why we should interview or took a video without her privacy itself. Circumstantial ad hominem. Example, we should reject what Archbishop A has to say about the traditional belief of IPs because he is a Catholic lawyer. He is a Catholic lawyer, a Catholic bishop. After all, he is duty-bound to hold on to the Catholic faith. To cope with. Example, feeding program should not be supported because it would not feed the whole day of people's need and it would worth of money. Well, just last month, he supported feeding program but not entire day of people. So I guess you're wrong. Poisoning the well. Example, he is proven and tested that he committed a lot of crimes, so don't believe anything if he tells you about the good things.
Argumentum ad populum. The example of this is that Mobile Legends must be banned because it is bad habit for the young people and to the next generation. So this is the two types of the argumentum ad populum, snap appeal. The example of this is that this brand of coffee is for true customers only, the elite drink it. And the second is the move appeal. Example, everyone is supporting the candidate. Don't get left behind. And the third argumentum is argumentum ad verecundiam. The example of this is a famous actor says, this product is the best, so it must be great. And the part of this argumentum is the appeal to tradition. Example, we've always done it this way, so it must be the best way. And the fourth argumentum ad verecundiam. The example of this, you must give me a good grade because if I fail, I lose my scholarship. And the fifth argument ad baculum. The example of this, if you don't agree with me, I'll fire you from the team. And the last argument is the argument ad ignorantiam. The example of this is that no one has proven ghosts don't exist, so they must be real.
Good day, and let's move on to our next stop, fallacy of presumption. The overlooking facts. First is the accident. The example of this is that we should always be quiet during prayer time. So even if someone collapses, we should call for help. Secondly is converse accident. Brother Kirk broke the seminary rules. So all of us seminarians must be rule breakers. Third is false dilemma. One of my friends told me that if you want to serve God truly, you will become a priest or to live a life of celibacy. not knowing that there is so many ways to serve God. Second is evading the facts. One of the examples of this is that the seminary is the best place to grow spiritually because it's where people grow their relationship with God. Begging the question. Examples of this is that prayer is effective because it works. Circular reasoning. I trust my vocation because God called me, and I know that God called me because I trust my vocation. Complex question. The example of this is that when will you stop being lazy in your vocation? Special pleading. The example of this is that the seminary community must follow the daily schedule except of me because I need extra rest.
So let's proceed to the next one, which is the distorting the facts. The example of weak analogy is my parishioner said that being a seminarian is like being a monk. So therefore, we shouldn't talk to anyone outside. And the next one is that the fault cause. For example, after I started wearing a rosary bracelet every day, I noticed that I felt more peaceful during my formation activities. So the bracelet must be the reason for my inner peace. So the next one is that non causa pro causa. For example, wearing my wild cossack brings me good luck during exam. So next one is that us hoc ergo propter hoc. So example of this is that I prayed and then it stopped raining. So my prayer stopped the rain. And the next one is that cum hoc ergo propter hoc. So example of this is that seminarians who drink Pepsi and are always tired. So Pepsi causes tiredness. So let's proceed to the next one is that the irrelevant thesis. From red herring, the example of this is that when my formator asked why I wasn't prepared for my presentation, because I started talking about how I've been busy organizing the youth orientation. So the next one is that the straw man. An example of this is that when I suggested that seminarians need more time to rest, then the formator said that what is the schedule? And so the last one is the suppressed evidence. An example of this is that when I explained to my spiritual director why I missed the community prayer, and I said I was busy preparing for the talk of youth orientation, but I didn't mention that I had also spent part of my time to chatting with my friends.
So we'll be proceeding with the fallacies of ambiguity, starting with the fallacy of equivocation. An example will be given in the following. A good scale is bulky. All fish have scales, therefore all fish are bulky. In the first premise, a good scale is bulky is referred to a weighting scale. All fish have scales. The scales referred to are the exterior layer of a fish, which have they're the same word, but they have different meaning. Amphiboly. We'll be moving to amphiboly, or known as misplaced modifiers. An example is I stood by a fan, which was relaxing. Now, the misplaced modifier here is how it's interpreted. It should have been mu that's relaxed, but instead it describes the fan as relaxing. Next, fallacies of accent. Under the fallacy of accent is the fallacy of absence of pronunciation. Another way, an example of this is silence, classes going on. This could be accidentally interpreted as silence classes going on. The next fallacy under accent is literal interpretation of words. An example is do not touch the grass, but then proceeds to step because he does not touch the grass.
So in the fourth is the composition. So the example of this is that person A is good at art. Person A is good at heavy lifting. Therefore, all good at art are good at lifting. at heavy lifting. And the fifth is the division. Example, truck runners are fast. Person B is a truck runners. Therefore, person B is a fast.
Thank you for watching and keep on philosophizing.